Ryoichiro Nakayama. I'm from Japan. I'm working in NPO, non-profit organization named Very50. Now our NPO has two jobs. First is to educate the Japanese high school students, and the second is to accelerate the social entrepreneurs in Asian countries. Sorry. And I was a high school teacher until last year. I was teaching the social study in Japanese high school. My major was political education, in other words, citizenship education. I was very interested in democracy and politics. And I was trying to improve the skill of politics in Japanese high school. And I resigned high school last year and joined in the team of NPO in this year. When I was high school teacher, I was trying to do the democracy in my own school and in my own class. Especially, I think it's very important to decide the things by themselves and take the responsibility to it. For example, in my class, they decide the way to decide at the first day of class. Decide by the number, or decide by the leader, or talk about it, discuss about it. They can choose the way to decide, you know. I think it's the very important point to decide a way to decide it. I think it's very important. And for example, in my class, the student decided their way to decide the air conditioner's temperature by themselves. In the summer, boys feel very hot, so they make it very calm. But girls feel it's very too cold, so they raise it up. It's the matter, you know. So I proposed to decide it by themselves. They held a discussion and they decided to one way. The way was choose the reader, and he or she can decide the temperature. Like this, to decide the way is very important. And I have another project. After I resigned the teacher, I joined the team of Japanese one politician, especially in the civil council's member. And he is trying to make the city of educational city, you know. And I was helping him, and my students in the high school and university helped him. Maybe it's the first time for Japan to help the politicians by high school students and university students. I think it's very important to join in the politics and society. It's a very important point. In Japan, mainly Japanese high school students and university students learn only theory of politics or theory of economics, but they must learn how to join in the society or how to join in the politics, and they can learn it by doing, you know. So that's why I think it's important for students to join in the election or politics, and I did it in my area, in the local area. Now, in my country, many young people has no opinion about social issues, and they tend to avoid to joining the social society or to solve the problems by themselves. They have no opinion and they have no interest about social issues. It's the big point. It's the big matter of our country, I think. So that's why now I'm working in the NPO named Very50. Our NPO Very50 is trying to grow the students who is kind and who is independent and have the power to solve the social issues. That's the mission of our NPO. So we are growing them in our country and bring them to the Asian country like Indonesia, Vietnam or Cambodia, and accelerate the social entrepreneurs in that country by themselves, by high school students. In this way, they can get the way to solve the problems by themselves, and they have an interest in the society itself. It's the big point. If they can be that, after returning to Japan, they can solve the problems in Japan by himself. I think it's a big point. It's an important point, I think. And that's why now I am here. I want to learn more about direct democracy and democracy itself. In my country, many people after graduation get a job and work in the same company for 40 years, you know. But I wanted to break out the system of it. After graduation from university, I became the teacher, high school teacher. But I resigned it and joined the NPO. Now I'm working here. But I want to go back to the high school again. It's a unique career in my country, but I want to change the system and I want to make a voice. We must change the system and we can do that. And I want to deliver it to the young people, especially high school students. And also, I want to change the way of politics. In my country, there are no voice of young people, especially in politics. But they have the power and they have the energy to change it. We must listen to the voice of young people, and young people must make a voice. I want to change the system like it. That's why I am trying to do the new things in my country. Is it okay?